Hi, it's Terry Atkinson from Atkinson Designs, and today I'd like to give you a little tour, kind of a behind-the-scenes look at my studio. And it feels kind of funny to call it a studio because I've always just thought of it as my sewing room. Oh well, let's get started. Alrighty, let's start in this corner at my computer station. Actually, I use graph paper for coloring my designs. When I get a really good idea, I have to color it out. The colored pencils and graph paper helps me think. And then I get my instructions written, and I have a yellow notepad that as I'm sewing, I take notes so that I can change the order of steps or whatever, and then go back and enter it into the computer. Oh, here is Samantha is keeping me company. I'm working on a future pattern with some American Girl furniture, so that should be kind of fun. We have a flat surface. Anytime there's a flat surface, it's full of stuff. Oh, here is a little organizer that I had in my camper when we traveled for 7 months last winter, and everything I could possibly need I could keep in here. And when we got home and I'm in this giant sewing room, I was missing a few things, so I actually had to go out to the camper and get it. So you don't need much when you get started. Okay, now here we have a sewing machine. Couple sewing machines. I use an industrial sewing machine when I'm doing piecing because I love to drive fast. And where I'm sitting, right here is my chair, and I'm sitting right across from my design wall so that I can work on the colors and admire the blocks as I go along. I certainly never have been able to sew all the blocks and then look at them. I have to admire each one as I get it done. And next to the design wall, I have shelving. Or behind the design wall, I have shelving. I've got lots of Rubbermaid containers, fabric, more fabric behind the design walls. And you can see there's a second one that I can pull out when I'm working on a great big quilt. Then I have my sewing and cutting counter, and I'm getting pieces ready for our round trip ticket sew along. I am working on a Halloween version and a gray and citrus colored version. So I've got all my pieces cut. I stack them up. These are stacked on a ruler. And these, I've stolen some of those lids from the Rubbermaid containers. And so I just get the pieces all stacked up so I don't have to spread them around as much. I always leave a spot in my pint-sized parking organizer for my cup with water because I have a history of knocking things over and making a giant mess. And I don't know if you can see, I have packing tape on that water jug. I may or may not have melted it with the iron. Gotta be careful. And you got to pay attention. I'm always so busy looking at the fabrics, I don't pay attention to some of the details. Then around the corner here, we have our office, which nobody's here right now. And so zippers everywhere, patterns everywhere, all sorts of good stuff. But to me, the best part is the sewing room.